Alrighty, so here I am in lovely Zurich on the banks of the Limmat. Of course, you know, Packraft is ready to rock and roll. Today's plan is Packraft the Limmat from where I currently am in Zurich on the Limmat Club all the way to Baden. So I think I've got around about 5 or 6 weirs to cross. So yeah, should be a very fun and enjoyable day. Alright, not even 30 seconds on the water and I'm already hitting rapids. Big one coming up. Oh my God. Oh my days! That. Oh my goodness, that was fantastic. Oh man, I'm drenched. I am drenched. Oh, that was wicked. That was fun. Oh my days. Right. Oh, there we go. That's it. Oh. Once again, I'm soaked. Anyway, we've got a major little wave train coming up as well, so this should be quite fun. Yeah. Alright, target sighted, let's go. Oh, actually, hang on a minute. Oh no, what have I done? Oh my God. Oh my God, that was wicked. That was awesome. Oh my God. I really hope my line trip is going to be like this, because this is fun. And don't get me wrong, the R tour that I've been doing is great, but this definitely is a change of pace. So yeah, now looks like we've got fishermen up ahead, so I'll try to take the left over the right. It looks like I'm going on the motorway as well, so cool. I think we're going to aim for the left. Okay, so got some white caps coming up within the next few moments or so. Whoa, there's a water bridge. Make sure I stay on the left. Looks like there's a weir coming. Oh, there's a blockage in 150 metres, so I just need to stay on with the left. Only because this is the deep bit. One thing I will definitely say about the Limmat, in comparison to the Arda, is that this river is wide, but it's shallow, whereas the Arda is deep. It is narrow and deep. Ooh, this is gonna be a fun one. Oh no, actually I want to be on this side. I want to make sure that downstream V. Woo! Almost missed the downstream V. Because the river effectively is coming in from river left. Oh no, that would have flipped me. That would have flipped me. But anyways, here we go. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, so that there is the main train line that goes from Zurich to Olten, both via the Lochberg tunnel, the Hauenstein Basistunnel, and via Badenbrug and that line there, so following the Limmat. So yeah, I know this stretch of track quite well. So, you know, seeing the river from the train is always sort of a goal. It's like, you know, you see a river, it's like, I want to do that, and well, here I am actually paddling it, so I am very happy. Okay, so you may be wondering why I'm walking when I should be packrafting. The reason being is there's a very nasty weir up here, and because this, I mean, there are guidebooks on this, I just haven't been able to get my grubby little mittens on one yet. This is a new weir to me, and frankly I don't really like what I was seeing from satellite imagery, so I decided best to hoof it and recce it on foot if I decide to do this trip again on another time. So yeah, that's that. Righto, so portage successfully made it to another section of the river, because on the other side there is where the hydroelectric power station is, so I'm on the secondary channel to that, just because it was completely fenced off to get down there, so the only way I could possibly continue is to hop over to the other side here. So let's get the boat re-inflated, let's get back in the water, and let's continue this fantastic trip. Okie dokie, so back on the river, got some lovely current, no wind surprisingly, lots of planes flying around, and yeah. I just want to take a moment to sort of explain my filming. I know a lot of the filming that I do is, especially when I'm on the raft, is facing me. Yeah, I'm still hiking, you know, placing my tripod down and walking away and coming back is easy because the element that I'm walking on the ground isn't moving. Whereas, you know, when I'm pack rafting, especially if I've got a current or some wind, if I go too far away from the camera, that is a lot of time for me to have to go back and collect it. So I think I just saw a kingfisher. Oh. Okay, so just as shallow as I thought it would be. Well, we've got a very narrow and shallow bit of water here, so that means that, yeah, a bit of hiking space. Because I'm guessing that this is maybe a little bit of nature reserve. I'm trying to paddle and stay out of the waves just to keep the boat a little bit quieter. Okay, following me, okay, that was terrifying, that was actually terrifying. Okay, so I'll put it here. There's a swan on river left, and so I, avoided that one a little bit. I kept my distance. I was maybe 10 meters away from it, and then all of a sudden it starts, running, wings out and flapping away, and then in the meantime I hear another swan coming from river right. That is honestly one of the scariest things I've ever seen in my life. It wasn't hissing or anything, wings outspread, straight on charging at me. And I'm thinking, what's this thing going to do? Is it going to hit me? Is it going to bite me? Because I know they've got some really nasty teeth. But nah, basically I don't do anything. I don't hit it with the paddle or anything. I literally just, just keep moving to show that I'm not a threat. And then all of a sudden it just veers off a little bit to its right, and then it stops within maybe 5 meters of me. And yeah, now I know why people are terrified of those things. I mean, yeah, you got a big bird running at you, wings outstretched. It's intimidating. So yeah, that is that. Well, I'll say this one thing, the river has gotten a lot deeper to the point where I can't see the bottom anymore, so I'm estimating it's only maybe 2.5, 3 meters, but I mean, if you look behind me here, there's a lot more vegetation on the river bank, which means there's a lot more soil, like mud underneath, so that means there's quite a lot more particulate in the water, so that's why the water's still very clear, but there's a lot of particulates making it a bit difficult to see the bottom. over there on the river right is a little family of coots. So I've seen 3 chicks, 1 adult, and I've seen 1 adult sort of diving up and down around where I currently am, so yeah. This really is an incredible stretch of river. It's oh, hang on a minute. I'm seeing bottom again. So maybe I'm just going over a really deep patch, but yeah, I can see the bottom again. Probably shallowing out because in front of me I've got a little island coming up, so I'm just going to keep an eye out for swans just in case. The last thing I want to do is disrupt the nest. Not that I'm aiming to disrupt, but they do get quite territorial, so yeah. There's the island I mentioned, and here's the channel, so it looks like the water's getting a little bit shallower. Not shallow enough to form rapids, but yeah. And if I just keep the island on my left hand side here and then just go straight through the middle, I should be able to avoid a little bit of shallow water that I can see, so yeah. So let's see, but yeah, that is the water clarity there. You can just about see the bottom. The interesting thing is I haven't seen any big fish, but oh yeah, that is one of my biggest fears right there, is a submerged tree. Yeah, that, if there's anything when I packraft that freaks me out, it's submerged trees, because it's wood, I'm in an inflatable, and if I don't see it until it's too late, then yeah, looks like I'm going to be swimming. Right, so I have no idea if my camera's going to pick this up, but over there, way in the distance by that big tree, so that one right there, there's a tree in the water, and on that tree were 2 little turtles. So yeah, seeing those was pretty wild, and then downstream here, watching it fly across the river, I saw a kingfisher, so yeah, it's turning out to be quite the animal-filled day. I've seen, what else have I seen? Seen like 3 or 4 lizards when I was doing my when I was doing that long portage. Loads of coots, grebes, mallards, what else? Swans as well. I've seen quite a few of those. Loads of cygnets too. So yeah. What else? Oh, yeah, a couple of wood pigeons. Lots of songbirds, and yeah, overall fantastic. I can definitely see why this stretch of river is a nature reserve. So yeah, just at 15 kilometers in now at 3 hours 41 minutes. So yeah, I'm not rushing today. I'm literally just out here to enjoy the nature and yeah, just chill out, and yeah, that's my game plan. Okay, so over there behind the reeds and the trees is the motorway. Then in front of me there is a viaduct. Over there on river left is a railway. So yeah, and then behind me of course is the airport. So and I'm in a boat, so we've got all 4 forms of transport in one area ish, kinda, maybe. But yeah, 16k done. Got another, not really too sure how long it's gonna go. I know I've got 1 major portage after this, and then I've got maybe another hour and a bit on the river before I get out, just because Baden looks to be a little bit hairy with with portaging and in and out points. What's really cool is we've got one of the new double-decker trains coming along, so I forgot the name of this particular model, but it was introduced a few years ago. It uses the same tilting technology as the ICN trains that they have. So there it is. Is that? No, my apologies. That is not one of the intercity trains that I thought it was. It's still the double-decker, but that's an S-Bahn rather than the actual intercity big train that I thought it was. So, I mean, the front looks very similar, but yeah, I digress. Back to nature. So, I guess it's time for an update then. I can no longer see the bottom of the river. And also, the river here there's no current. It is a very, very long lake that, you know, sort of looking at it, nothing's moving. So, that can only mean one thing, is that the weir is up ahead. I don't really know how far. I've got maybe a small curve in the riverbank, which I can see up ahead around about 600 meters ahead of me, so yeah. To be honest, if I can, my next portage, I'm going to try and find some shade, get a bit of a shade break, just because I have been out in the sun for quite a while, and yeah, not too far to my destination of Baden. Not too far at all, so yeah. That is that. I've got my trusty 4-colour pen there, part of my EDC, acting as the toggle in my, or the spike in my spike hitch there to keep the boat in place. Lunch is on the go today. I've got some very nice penne rigate with, what have I got? As a condiment with some, I think, basilico sauce. Oh yeah, tomato and basil sauce, can't go wrong with that. Yeah. Another quick thing, just a little heads up, if you are going to be using a stove system in the wild, I always recommend keeping it on the floor rather than sort of on the seat next to you, just because if that does tip over, you can move your feet relatively quickly and not get burnt, whereas if you're sat, then chances are you're going to get burnt quite a bit, and yeah. Minimise injury in the great outdoors, because we all want to be out here, but we always want to be safe. One other thing of note is that ridgeline in the distance just over there, that is the Jura-Crest Trail. So that is one of the very few red-white trails that you can find in the Alps, that you can find in the Jura instead of in the Alps. So yeah, a fantastic 16-kilometer long ridge walk. I would highly recommend. It is absolutely stunning. So yeah, you can check out my video. I think it's a stage 2, I think. It's either stage 1 or stage 2. If you want to have like a little sneak preview before you decide to do it for yourself. So yeah. Anyway, water's boiling, so I need to put the pasta in, and yeah. Righto, so lunch break has been had. It was nice to get out of the sun for an hour or so. Yeah, that was my lunch done. Nice bit of pasta and tomato sauce, can't go wrong with that. Yeah, moving on now, slowly and surely, towards Baden, because yeah, I'm not too sure where my exit point is going to be. Maybe I'll make it to the next weir, maybe after, but I'll have to see, just because there's so I've got quite a nasty weir coming up. Not as bad as the one previously, a little bit easier than that. A little bit easier, but still, it's the one after that I'm a little bit concerned about, just because it is sort of like an island weir, very big, lots of water. So yeah, keep paddling along this lake, and then I should have some nice current. Currently along for the last long time. Okie dokie then. So this is my thinking at the moment. I'm approaching the weir, and soonish, within the next sort of 300 to 400 meters, I should water past this bend in the river, which I'm almost. Yeah. Once I see the weir, which I've got eyes on it, yep, I've got eyes on, I'm going to finish at the weir, and then I'm going to recce on foot the remainder of the river to get to the get to the train station, which is on the same route, just so I can have a look to see how it's coming up in the future. So, well, in the future, but also at later stages of this trip. So, yeah, that is effectively my plan. So, there's the weir that I need to cross. It's a good 20-metre drop on the other side there. I'll show you that in a moment. But, yeah, boat's all packed away as I want to get out the midday heat. My goal and how I operate in the summer months is start early, finish early. So yeah, because I am definitely, you know, I'm on the water, there's no shade. The last thing I want is heat stroke. So yeah, that's that. But anyways, here is the next stage of the river that I'm going down there. So yeah, should be very, very fun. We've got a few rocks there, there's a train line. So yeah, I'm basically just going to follow the river. And here's the fish ramp, which is also pretty cool. So yeah, that's that. And that's it for today then. Sorted.